Hello, everybody. Um, it's the astrology report for the next week, and we're talking about the week of October 10th, October 17th of 2016. Um, there was a people that off on the Facebook they asked me, "Dio, what's going on with uh, the energies? What is this tensions? What is this anger?" And thank you for some people that they come and ask me about it because I usually make my report later on in the day, but now I look at the map and just bring it out right now. Um, First of all, to the beginning, I want to review a little bit what happened the last week, what is going on over. It's that the moon went from Scorpio, went to Sagittarius and down to Capricorn, and right now Venus is still in Scorpio. I post a picture of the current view. By the way, it's over on the top of my Facebook page. You will see it, and the red lines, if you see them on the picture, on it. This is actually your blocks, your roads that they don't lead you to the right position. They don't lead you to the right thing. And if you feel the tensions, the angers, the blockages, you feel triggers on side of you, it tells you, hey, this road is blocked. You need to find another way. And I will explain that currently, right now, Mars is squaring Mercury and squaring Jupiter. And this is going to be anger talk at 90 degrees. It will be this anger that grows simply because Jupiter represents growth and Mars is the warrior. But the warrior right now, it's in service. So a lot of you is gonna feel like I want to fight. I want to do something. I want to get something. I want to create something. I need to do something. There is this tension inside of me. I have to do something, but is that the road to go? And you will look at it. A lot of the people we have a relationship problem because this is a 90-degree square. Mars is an 8 degrees Capricorn where the service is, and Jupiter it's in 6 degree of Libra where the partnership is, and Mercury it's right now at 3 degrees of Libra, and it's going to start moving more and more. The more it's moving more and more, there's going to be more this desire to express your anger, to express your power, to show up your power, to do your power. But when you do that, there was nothing else you can go. The only thing that is about hurting relationships. So if you're in a relationship, doesn't matter what relationship is, you have to be very careful how you use your words. And the other thing is that Mercury and Jupiter, they actually have a 60 degrees with Saturn. And what is that gonna be going towards tensions in that is that look inside of the secret. Saturn represents your shadow, your secret inside of you. The ring's protecting you, protecting something that you need to look deep. So the sun right now, it's in 16 degrees Libra. Saturn is in 12 degrees of Sagittarius, and Saturn says like be in meditation, look in you. Venus right now it's in 19 degrees of Scorpio. Okay, I talk about this in the report. You may feel like you are not loved. You need to look the love in you to love others. And that's why Venus goes deep inside of you to dig deep, very deep. Right now, Venus is in 60 degrees with Pluto and in the moon. And those are very good aspects, because Venus tells you, your love tells you, go find the people that you need to talk. Surround yourself with the people you need to talk. Look at the emotions that talking about love. And the love from there, the energy from love, if you look at the picture that I posted on Facebook, is giving you this energy towards Neptune. And this is how we get connected with your dreams, with inside of the soul, to look at it, what's really going on with your dreams, your desire, because Neptune right now, it's retrograde, and it says there is going to be a new hope, but you have to look deep inside of you. Okay? And the moon at the same time right now is in a T-square with Uranus, who is in Aries, and says, I am the universe, I'm working within your soul, because it's a retrograde. And right now, Uranus is going to opposing the sun. And there's going to be this energy of like, I want the love, I want the physical love. And the universe says, ha 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 ha, I'm working for the soul. I'm not worried about this physical love that you're seeking now. You have to stop seeking this physical love inside. And this is going to start increasing beginning now in the next almost 2 weeks. This is going to be very intense, because it's going to asking you to, Uranus is going to asking you, hey, this is not the road to go. It's not about physical, it's about something else. And doesn't matter what's going on, this is not the road to go. It's an opposition, okay? This is the two energies that try to work out, but it can't work it out that way. So the sun will go connected through Saturn to have this 60 degrees, very small but fine line of connection that you look inside of you. Anytime when a Saturn is in a good connection with the sun or Venus specifically, and mostly also with Jupiter, this is the growth, the inner growth that it's for you, for deep inside of the soul. And this is what right now it's gonna be start happening on it. And to begin with a report, what's gonna happen, we're gonna be go ahead and looking at Monday. Monday, the moon will move on Aquarius. The tense energy that you're going to feel, it's going to be a little bit more increasing. Mars will start moving towards Pluto, and a lot of you is going to be working on looking at your surrounding, the people you are surrounded with it. Do they really have any purpose or service in life? So for the next maybe we're talking about 2-3 weeks, this is gonna be start feeling much more and more. You will be question any relationship, any partnership. You will question anything that you do have. And at the same time, Mercury and Jupiter, they will come very close together. They will be working together about talking about growth. You to grow. And Monday, the moon is gonna be focused on this part of you to grow. The moon is gonna be it's gonna be on the 5 degrees of Aquarius, and Mercury it's 5 degrees of Libra, and that is a perfect trine that the moon throughout Monday is gonna be provide on it. So you will feel this perfect part to look at this service for humanity that going to lead you and to grow inside of it. Tuesday, the moon is still going to be on the Aquarius, but this time the moon will actually have a trine with the sun. The moon's gonna be 19 degrees on Aquarius. Sun is 18 degrees of Libra, and Uranus in 22 degrees. What is important about Tuesday is that you will find that road that the Sun and the Uranus opposition that I was talking is not working. And you will find your emotions of you serving your higher self, which is Aquarius is. And you will find that throughout the emotion, you will connect through the universe. That your aggravated emotions does not help you, it doesn't help nobody else. The tension doesn't help you, it doesn't help nobody else. So you need to soften it up, and you need to look at it the different ways. And through the emotions, you will find the connections between the masculine and the feminine energy, which is the sun and the moon represents, and then you will balance it within the universe. And this is very good time for you to seek deep inside of yourself what's going on, simply because at this time the Venus is still gonna be in Scorpio, and this time it's very special when the moon is there. I'm sorry, when Venus is there, very special times. This is you bring in a light inside of you, in your shadow, about your true self, about your true love. And be wise to yourself. Talking to yourself is very important. Wednesday. So, Wednesday the moon it's going to be get out of Aquarius, is going to be entered Pisces. Okay, new time, new hope, and I will feel everything that it's going to be okay. But Mars and Pluto will be in Capricorn, and those tensions, those squaring with Jupiter will be like really, really powered up. And there's going to be these restrictions of you to seek the physical part. And that energy, those tensions, bringing it from Mars, it's part of you to rebel, to be the rebel. But rebel on what? Rebel to see that you need to be changing yourself, not somebody else. And that's why a lot of you is gonna get angry of this relationship, because what relationship you're talking about? You're talking about the relationship you with yourself, you with your true inner self. How you gonna fight you to change for good for yourself, and that you going to have this new hope. The new hope is coming from Neptune, that it's in Pisces. That right now it's retrograde and tells you it's okay. You don't have to be angry. You will be okay. You will be surrounded with people that will understand you. Just please calm down, relax. Everything will be okay. So we go into Thursday. And now The moon, it's going to be 16 degrees of Pisces. And the 16 degrees of Pisces will be half 60 degrees with Pluto, and it's going to be also passing through the day with Mars. And that energy of hey, there is going to be a new hope, relax, you need to let go of this tensions, of this anger of yours about this relationship, partnership. You have to focus on that. The universe gonna tell you, don't be angry, simply because Uranus is in 22 degrees, and now Pluto is gonna start have this energy feeling from the universe of the people around you, like careful with who you're surrounding yourself with. Also, what's going to happen that the moon will trigger Venus, and some of you is going to feel the new hope. It's actually inside the deeper love inside of them, the deeper love in you. And this is going to be the connection that you're going to find toward a lot of the soulmates, twin flames, soul partnerships, how strong this deeper inner connection is. Simply because you will find that this connection is deep inside of the shadow, inside. And I won't mention the names, but thank you so much for reminding me today, like what's going on with this. Why do I look deep inside of it? It's because this Venus and Scorpio, I want to remind you again, is to dig the love inside of you for who it is, and to find the true meaning of love. And that's why a lot of the people will have those triggers about relationship and partnerships, simply to understand that you need to act as a soul and not act as a physical part. And happy Friday. This is really going to be a happy Friday. The moon, it's going to be at 1 degrees Aries. It's going to enter this tensions, this force, and it's going to start bringing this energy to become a full powerful moon. And let me give you a reminding about something else too. The sun right now moves in alignment of total opposition of Uranus, which is the universe. And on Friday, those tensions, that energies, there will be so much fire, so much desire to create problems. And it's gonna be this ego going into like about partnership, the hold up, the aggravations part, because the new moon was in Libra. The full moon, it's gonna be on 180 degrees opposition in Aries. And Aries says, I am. And that part of I am, it's going to be opposing the power of we are. And some of you is going to be very, very triggered with this position about me, me. And this fight about Aries is going to be very strong deep inside of you. Let me remind you who Aries is. Aries is standing on the train track. The train's coming against the Aries. And Aries says, well, the train is not bigger than me. So a lot of you is going to feel exactly this energy, and the train's coming. So we have to be very careful beginning Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What do you do? how you present with your partners. And that will begin on Friday. When the full moon comes up on Saturday, it's gonna start have the T-square. Let me remind you what T-square is. A T-square, it's a when two planets on a 90 degrees with third planet, and it creates like a little triangle, but that 90 degree is right here. So the two planets of opposition and the third planet that creates the 90 degree, and it creates the tensions because there is a two opposite forces and a force that it actually powered them up. So who is in this triangle part? That will be Mars and Pluto. And on one side there's gonna be the Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and the other side is gonna be Uranus, and the Moon. So there's gonna be a lot of energy brought in at this time. And this is we're talking about Saturday. So everybody's gonna feel this tensions of the new moon, what's going on. I want to break away. I don't want to be with these relationships. What is going on? I don't want to be in service. Is like the power of this is gonna be like, do you hold on your soul? Do you hold on in your love? And here how this is gonna be played, pretty much. The good part, that will be Saturn. Is you to look at a deep inside of you of what's going on, because Saturn is going to be 12 degrees and still in Sagittarius. Mercury, which is talking and what you do with your hands, it's going to be on the 14 degrees of Libra, and this is going to be a 60-degree aspect. At the same time, Uranus is going to have this, still doing this good aspect with Saturn. But Saturn, since it's in Sagittarius, is going to have a trine. Is going to with the moon. The moon is in 16 degrees. And Saturn is in 12 degrees of Sagittarius. And that will help you to look deep inside of you. Why I am angry. To who I am angry. What my service does is that serves me a purpose. And it's going to go around and around and around until you don't understand that your hope and your dreams begin with a relationship deep inside of you. Look deep inside of you first. You can't be in a relationship with somebody else if you don't understand yourself first. And that is going to be told to some of you during this period. And Sunday, the moon is going to be past this full opposition. This full new moon is going to pass. It's going to move to Taurus. And there's going to be this effect of the new moon affecting. But I will go back to a little bit, a few hours out to get the perfect map about this full moon. And when that it's going to be, so you can feel this pressures inside. 25. Okay, so if you live in New York, and the time will be 12 o'clock and 34 minutes, you will see that something very special happens at 21 degrees in Aries. The midheaven is going to be there. The ascendant is going to be in Leo. And the moon, Uranus, is going to be exactly opposition of the sun. And Mercury is going to be very close to the sun. It's going to be at 15 degrees, and it's going to be there to do the talk. But what kind of talk? It's up to you. The most important talk, as I said, it's the talk with Saturn. You to look deep inside of your shadow and to do what you needs to be done. This perfect squaring that I was talking a while back for it, it's gonna be very tense. So you need to figure out what time, what place you are during this time in New York, and you can go and look at it on the map how many hour it is, so you can figure it out the proper timing. The best is I use astroteam.com, and you can go ahead in there and you can adjust the time and the date and the place, and you will see when the moon is actually in opposition with the sun and what the energy will be. You will see the red lines, you will see these tensions, and you have to look at it at this time, what it's in you. And this will be the report for the next week. Wish you good luck on everything. You have to just take a look deep inside of you, what it's important to you, what part of your relationship was going to be important to you, because Venus is going to be doing her inner work inside about the love within the shadow. And the Venus is actually is going to be 27 degrees and 27 minutes in Scorpio at this time. So again, it's magical part. And when the ascendant, the event horizon, is actually on Leo, there's going to be also the ego part of me. And do you really listen to your ego, or are you going to be listening the sun in Libra, which is represents this energy of partnership, energy that needs to be looked inside of you. Thank you so much. Looking forward for your comments, and be loved.